Have you ever wondered why some cars fade away while others just keep getting better? Why certain models dominate roads for decades while others disappear after a few years? The answer often lies in a rare balance, where engineering meets emotion and where utility doesn't come at the cost of design. The Honda CR-V is one of those few vehicles that has mastered this formula. And now, the 2026 Honda CR-V takes that legacy further, quietly but confidently proving why it's still the most trusted name in the compact SUV category. If you stay with us until the end, we'll show you how the 2026 CR-V blends cutting-edge technology, road-ready performance, and smart styling in a way that not only pleases the brain but also speaks directly to the car lover's heart. Since its launch in the late 1990s, the CR-V has symbolized more than just everyday reliability. It has always offered something deeper, a sense of assurance, a feeling of stability, and most importantly, control without effort. That's a powerful psychological driver for car owners. People don't just buy the CR-V because it's fuel efficient or spacious. They buy it because it gives them a sense of confidence on the road. It doesn't overwhelm, it empowers. That emotional pull is what's helped this SUV earn the loyalty of over 10 million drivers globally. And now, as we step into the 2026 model, Honda continues this evolution. They haven't radically changed what people love. Instead, they've refined it. This year's model doesn't scream for attention. It speaks in subtle, confident tones. That's a smart move. In psychology, this approach taps into what's known as the familiarity effect. The brain naturally gravitates toward things it already trusts. But when something trusted improves slightly, smarter styling, quieter rides, smoother edges, it registers as even more satisfying. The 2006 CR-V is designed to trigger that exact reaction. It feels familiar, yet noticeably more refined. It's like reconnecting with an old friend who's now sharper, more put together, and ready to take on more than ever before. Honda's entire strategy with this model is based on balance. The goal wasn't to chase trends, but to enhance a proven formula. And that alone speaks volumes. In a market flooded with bold experiments and extreme design shifts, the CR-V remains grounded. This appeals deeply to buyers who prioritize long-term value over temporary excitement. The psychological pull here is consistency, something rare in today's automotive landscape, and something the human brain is wired to seek for safety and assurance. According to a 2024 consumer behavior study by Auto Pacific, nearly 68% of compact SUV buyers listed trust in the brand as a top decision factor. Honda scored in the top 3, and the CR-V played a major role in that reputation. Why? Because it delivers what it promises, year after year. And the 2026 edition continues that promise, but with a quiet confidence that feels stronger than ever. Let's not forget the social status angle. For many, especially in urban and suburban markets, owning a CR-V says something important. I make smart choices. It's not flashy, it's not trying to impress, and yet, it earns respect. In psychological terms, this taps into social validation. When others respect the choice you've made, even silently, it reinforces your decision emotionally. The 2026 model, with its premium design cues and improved structure, elevates this even further. It sends a subtle message: you're practical, but you don't compromise on quality. In fact, Honda has designed the 2026 CR-V to deliver exactly that feeling. The new platform is stiffer, resulting in better handling and cabin quietness. Noise cancellation has been improved, cabin materials upgraded, and even the seating posture has been re-engineered for better long drive comfort. These are not just upgrades, they're signals. Signals that Honda understands how driving affects how we feel, not just how we move. That's an insight born from deep research and years of real-world user feedback. The magic of the CR-V lies in its ability to satisfy both the rational and the emotional side of car ownership. Rationally, it's efficient, reliable, and versatile. Emotionally, it makes you feel in control, supported, and safe. That's a powerful combination, and it's exactly why it continues to dominate this category, while so many competitors are still trying to figure out the right formula. So before we even touch on performance, interior design, or cutting-edge tech, it's worth pausing to acknowledge what makes this SUV so magnetic. It's not hype, it's not marketing. It's substance, refined over decades, and the 2026 version may be the most polished expression of that substance yet. By the time we reach the end of this breakdown, you'll see why the CR-V is more than just another compact SUV. It's a machine built with intention, a vehicle that answers real human needs with precision, and a model that keeps proving year after year that evolution beats revolution when done right. Stay tuned. Because what's coming next may just convince you that the 2026 CR-V is the smartest choice you didn't even know you wanted. When you first lay eyes on the 2026 Honda CR-V, something quietly clicks. It's not aggressive in a loud or exaggerated way. It's composed, measured, and deliberate. The front fascia now carries a broader stance, with a stronger grille and streamlined LED headlights that sharpen the visual identity. It's the kind of presence that doesn't beg for attention, but earns it. This is automotive confidence, expressed through proportion, symmetry, and surface detail. Car lovers often talk about stance, and the CR-V has mastered it. The wider track, subtle changes in height, and longer hood profile aren't just aesthetic choices. They're psychological signals. A vehicle that looks grounded gives the driver a sense of control before they even open the door. This is tied to a basic instinct. Humans feel safer when the object they're using appears stable and balanced, and this new CR-V communicates that balance from every angle. But design isn't just about safety cues. It also reflects intention. The smooth character lines that sweep across the body aren't there by accident. They guide the eyes forward, suggesting momentum. There's purpose in how each panel curves into the next. The rear, now more upright and assertive, adds volume without bulk. That's hard to achieve in the compact SUV space, where designers constantly struggle to balance functionality with beauty. Yet Honda strikes this balance with quiet precision. The color palette now includes more earthy metallic tones, which psychologically convey warmth and modernity, colors that reflect nature rather than contrast it. This helps the CR-V blend into both urban and outdoor environments seamlessly. It's the kind of design that makes the vehicle feel like it belongs everywhere. Open the door, and that same logic continues inside. Honda has shifted away from traditional dashboards overloaded with buttons. Instead, you're met with a clean horizontal layout, echoing the interior direction found in the latest Civic and Accord. The use of soft-touch materials, subtle stitching, and tactile switches appeals directly to the human sense of touch. We often underestimate how important texture is in our driving experience. When the surfaces feel high quality, the brain automatically assigns higher value to the product as a whole. The seating position has also been slightly raised, giving better visibility without feeling too upright. This matters more than most people realize. Psychologically, being able to clearly see the road ahead gives the driver a greater sense of command. It lowers anxiety, especially in tight traffic or unfamiliar areas. Honda didn't just design the cabin for comfort, they designed it to support calm decision-making behind the wheel. Space is a key selling point here, but it's not just about volume, it's about efficiency of layout. The rear seat legroom has been subtly expanded, and the cargo floor has been flattened, making loading and unloading more intuitive. This layout optimization shows an understanding of how people actually use their vehicles day to day. For families, road trippers, or daily commuters, this kind of attention to usability builds loyalty. Ambient lighting now comes as standard in higher trims. This isn't a flashy feature, it's a subconscious mood enhancer. Studies in environmental psychology have shown that warm cabin lighting reduces stress and improves perception of space. That's why luxury cars have embraced it for years. Now, the CR-V makes it accessible to mainstream buyers without forcing them to jump to a premium brand. The infotainment system has also taken a significant step forward. The touchscreen sits higher on the dash now, closer to the driver's natural line of sight. This reduces eye movement and keeps attention where it belongs, on the road. The display itself is crisp and responsive, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto now standard across most trims. But more than just being functional, it feels integrated, as if it's part of the cabin's architecture rather than a tablet stuck to the dash. Voice commands have been improved for better accuracy, allowing hands-free control of climate, navigation, and media. This isn't just a convenience, it's a safety enhancer. When technology responds naturally, the driver stays focused, relaxed, and in control. That emotional ease translates into better driving habits, which is exactly what Honda aims for. The steering wheel has been slightly redesigned too. Thicker grip, better thumb rests, and a more ergonomic button layout. This might sound like a small detail, but it's not. The steering wheel is the physical connection between driver and machine. When it feels right in your hands, everything else begins to feel more intuitive. It's a crucial piece of the psychological driving experience. Storage is also smarter. There are new modular compartments between the front seats, adjustable cup holders, and a deep center console that can hold a tablet or small bag. These updates show how deeply Honda studies user behavior. It's not about adding more, it's about designing smarter, giving drivers what they need, where they need it, without clutter. Even the audio system has been fine-tuned. Sound engineers focused on speaker placement and acoustic dampening, which means music and podcasts sound richer, even at lower volumes. This contributes to a more immersive, distraction-free environment. For those who spend long hours commuting, this can transform daily travel into a more enjoyable ritual. Everything about the 2026 CR-V's design, outside and in, reflects an understanding of how people connect with cars, not just functionally but emotionally. It's not a machine you fight with. It's one that works with you, matching your pace, reflecting your mood, and supporting your rhythm. That's what makes it more than just another SUV. That's what makes it feel like an extension of you. When design is done right, you don't just notice it, you feel it. And in the case of the 2026 Honda CR-V, every surface, every line, and every switch is built to support not just how you drive, but how you live. Beneath the refined exterior and thoughtful interior lies the heart of what truly defines the 2026 Honda CR-V, its powertrain. While the design wins admiration at first glance, it's the performance beneath the surface that builds long-term trust. And trust is everything when it comes to how we feel behind the wheel. The new CR-V doesn't chase speed records or push turbocharged extremes. It delivers something far more valuable, reliable, refined, and responsive power that adapts to everyday life without ever feeling underwhelming. At the center of this performance is Honda's latest hybrid system. Unlike older generations where hybrid tech often meant compromise, this version feels seamless. The transition between electric and gasoline power is nearly imperceptible. That quiet, fluid motion plays into a deeper psychological need for control and smoothness. Drivers don't just want acceleration, they want predictability. They want their vehicle to feel like an extension of themselves, and the hybrid setup delivers exactly that sensation. The 2.0-liter Atkinson cycle engine, paired with dual electric motors, offers a combined system output of around 204 horsepower. It's not aggressive, but it's confident. Press the accelerator and you get instant torque from the electric motors, especially noticeable at city speeds and during overtakes. There's no lag, no fuss, just immediate forward motion. For car lovers, this kind of torque-first behavior is deeply satisfying. It mimics the feeling of more powerful engines without the noise or fuel penalty. On highways, the hybrid system leans more on the gasoline engine, but always in a calculated way. The system reads road load, throttle input, and driving conditions constantly, adjusting power delivery every millisecond. This doesn't just improve fuel economy, it enhances emotional stability. Knowing the car adapts in real time without needing constant driver correction allows for a more relaxed experience. It taps into our brain's desire for flow, where things just work, without mental resistance. Honda has also retuned the eCVT transmission, addressing a common pain point for enthusiasts. Instead of rubber band-like revs, the new tuning offers a more linear response. It simulates gear changes when pushed, giving drivers a more mechanical feel while still maintaining the efficiency benefits of a continuously variable setup. This matters because enthusiasts crave mechanical engagement, even in a hybrid. Honda clearly understands this subtle but crucial demand. Handling is another area where the 2026 CR-V stands out, not because it corners like a sports car, but because it gives you confidence to push it further than you expect. The steering has been recalibrated to feel more responsive at low speeds and more stable at high speeds. It doesn't twitch or feel disconnected. Instead, it offers smooth, consistent feedback that allows for precise adjustments. Psychologically, this creates a sense of mastery, where the vehicle responds as expected, reinforcing the driver's confidence. Suspension tuning is equally impressive. The front McPherson struts and rear multi-link setup have been adjusted for better vertical damping. What that means on paper is simple: fewer jolts, more control. But emotionally, it delivers something deeper. It creates a ride quality that feels planted, yet soft. It supports the body without isolating it. That's important because it creates trust between driver and machine, especially during long drives or unpredictable weather. The available all-wheel drive system adds another layer to this relationship. Real-time AWD with intelligent control system constantly monitors traction and adjusts power distribution in milliseconds. This isn't just about off-road ability, it's about giving the driver confidence in rain, snow, or gravel. When the car corrects itself before you even feel the slip, your subconscious registers it. You feel safer, more prepared, more in control. That sense of preemptive stability is what sets the CR-V apart from many of its rivals. Noise insulation has also been improved, particularly around the firewall, door seals, and wheel wells. Honda has added extra sound-deadening materials to minimize road noise and wind turbulence. Combined with the quiet operation of the hybrid system, this results in an almost whisper-silent cabin at cruising speeds. Silence inside a vehicle does more than just soothe. It reduces mental fatigue. Less sensory input means a calmer state of mind, which is why this matters more than raw horsepower for many daily drivers. Fuel economy continues to be a strong point. Preliminary EPA estimates suggest around 40 miles per gallon in combined driving for hybrid models, depending on configuration. That's not just efficient, it's psychologically rewarding. Every visit to the pump feels less painful. The driver doesn't just save money, they feel smarter, more in control of their resources. Honda taps into this powerful emotional loop with precision. Braking has been upgraded as well, with regenerative technology now working in tighter coordination with traditional hydraulic brakes. The pedal feel is more consistent, and the handoff between systems is smoother. This translates into better predictive behavior, another area where driver psychology benefits. When the braking response becomes second nature, driving becomes instinctive, not reactive. Under the hood, it's not just about what the numbers say, it's about how the system feels over time. The 2026 CR-V is engineered to deliver an experience that doesn't shout, but rather reassures. It doesn't thrill in explosive bursts, but it satisfies with consistency, refinement, and purpose. This is where Honda's engineering philosophy truly shines. It's not just building for the road, it's building for the mind behind the wheel. The CR-V's performance isn't built to impress in test track sprints. It's built to deliver confidence every single day, in every type of condition, for years. That is what turns a vehicle into a long-term companion. That is what car lovers recognize when they talk about the feel of a good drive. And that is exactly what the 2026 CR-V offers under the hood. Power that stays quiet, focused, and fully in sync with its driver. When performance is handled and the drive feels refined, what truly elevates the 2026 Honda CR-V into a league of its own is how seamlessly it fits into daily life. Technology, safety, and utility are no longer optional checkboxes in today's compact SUV market. They are essential expectations. But while many vehicles deliver features, few deliver the experience. Honda, with its latest CR-V, has engineered these elements not just to function but to feel intuitive, supportive, and deeply personal. This is where technology becomes comfort, and safety becomes peace of mind. At the core of this transformation is the enhanced Honda Sensing Suite, now more responsive and better calibrated than ever before. Adaptive cruise control has been fine-tuned to mimic human-like responsiveness in traffic. Lane Keeping Assist reacts faster and more fluidly, and the new Traffic Jam Assist can now take over partial control in low-speed congestion. These features are more than just modern conveniences. They are extensions of the driver's awareness, designed to reduce mental load. Psychologically, this matters because driving is a highly cognitive task. Every assistive technology that lightens the mental workload gives the brain more space to focus, to react calmly, and to feel in control. The CR-V becomes not just a machine you drive, but a partner that watches your blind spots, reads the road ahead, and adapts to the environment with subtle intelligence. The forward collision warning system now includes improved pedestrian and cyclist detection with better low-light performance. This is a reflection of Honda's research into real-world driving patterns, not just lab testing. Urban drivers face complex and unpredictable environments, and knowing the vehicle is actively scanning for potential hazards adds an invisible layer of psychological security. Parking is another moment where stress typically rises. That's why Honda has made the multi-angle rear-view camera standard across the lineup, with dynamic guidelines and wide normal and top-down views. Higher trims now include front and rear parking sensors with automatic braking. This isn't just for safety, it's about confidence in tight spaces, where a slight misjudgment can lead to frustration or damage. The CR-V eliminates that worry, turning every reverse into a controlled, effortless action. Inside the cabin, the center touchscreen has grown to 9 inches on most trims, and now uses a new interface that prioritizes clarity and responsiveness. Unlike cluttered systems that demand attention, Honda's UI is simple, bold, and easy on the eyes. The home screen is customizable, so drivers can place frequently used apps where they want them. This customization matters more than it seems. It reinforces the idea that the car adapts to the driver, not the other way around. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, syncing seamlessly the moment you enter the vehicle. No cords, no menu hunting, just instant access to your apps, music, navigation, and calls. A new QI wireless charging pad has also been repositioned for easier access, with improved airflow to prevent phone overheating during longer charging sessions. Voice control has been expanded to manage more than just basic commands. You can now adjust climate settings, open the tailgate, or get real-time traffic updates just by speaking. This minimizes physical distraction, but more importantly, it creates a sense of intelligent interaction, where the car listens and responds like a capable assistant rather than a passive tool. The sound system, upgraded to a 12-speaker Bose premium setup and higher trims, delivers a rich and immersive audio experience. Engineers worked on tuning the cabin as a sound chamber, ensuring that even at moderate volume levels, the experience is enveloping. For many, especially those who spend hours commuting, sound becomes part of the driving ritual. Music, podcasts, or silence, all are respected equally in a car that understands the importance of emotional atmosphere. Now consider versatility. Arguably the CR-V's strongest historical trait. The 2026 model enhances this with smart, user-friendly touches. The rear cargo area now offers over 39 cubic feet with the seats up and over 76 with them folded. The floor is adjustable, allowing for hidden storage or a flat load bay depending on your needs. The hands-free power tailgate, available on higher trims, is motion-activated and can be programmed to stop at a desired height, ideal for low garages or shorter users. These are small adjustments, but they reflect a design philosophy focused on real human habits. Rear seats split 60/40 and fold nearly flat in a single motion. This isn't just practical. It's a reflection of Honda's understanding of how families, pet owners, and adventurers use space. Whether it's weekend luggage, sports equipment, or a spontaneous IKEA run, the CR-V adjusts instantly. And that adaptability taps into something deeper, the freedom of possibility. The sense that whatever life throws your way, your vehicle is ready for it. Climate control is now tri-zone in higher trims, allowing rear passengers to set their own temperatures. Combined with rear USB-C charging ports and rear air vents, passengers feel equally considered. This helps reduce social friction during longer trips, a detail often overlooked but essential in building a vehicle that respects everyone inside it. Honda has also taken steps to future-proof the CR-V. Over-the-air software updates allow for performance tweaks and new features without dealership visits. This not only adds convenience but gives the owner a sense that their vehicle is still evolving, not aging but improving. That's a powerful shift in ownership psychology. What it all comes down to is this. The 2026 Honda CR-V isn't trying to be the flashiest SUV on the market. It's designed to be the most complete, most psychologically satisfying, and most trustworthy companion for modern life. Every feature, from driver assistance to cargo layout, from wireless tech to silent refinement, is crafted to support not just transportation, but tranquility, control, and pride. In a world full of distractions, complexity, and constant movement, this vehicle becomes an anchor, reliable, intelligent, and responsive. The kind of machine that doesn't just meet your needs, it anticipates them. That's not just daily convenience, that's daily luxury. And that's what makes the 2026 Honda CR-V an unmatched choice in the compact SUV world.